Some nights I pour a little whiskey not to numb the pain, but to slow the world down enough so I can finally hear myself think. Truth is, whiskey ain't medicine. It don't stitch up wounds and it don't raise no broken man. But it does something subtle, something quiet, like settling earth after a long storm. It brings the thoughts I've been running from closer to the table, lets them speak without shouting, lets me face them without fear. See, healing don't come in a bottle, it comes from listening to the man inside you, the one you keep trying to bury under pride and noise and memories you don't wanna claim. Tonight I ain't drinking to forget, I'm drinking to remember what I've been refusing to feel. 'Cause whiskey don't heal, but it helps me listen. And sometimes listening is the first step to finally letting go. I've been sitting in this old woodshed, lights down low, same 1,000-yard stare. Got ghosts on the walls that call my name. Every lesson in my life got a burning flame. I poured one drink, then I poured two more, trying to wash the truth off the creaking floor. But the quiet in the room turned heavy as stone. Sometimes the loudest pain is felt alone. When the silence finally broke me, it tore straight through my pride, told me all the things I ran from was waiting right inside. When the silence finally broke me, I heard the man I meant to be. Yeah, there was a moment I felt the night lean in, felt my past like thunder rolling under my skin. Every lie I told myself came knocking on my chest. Every dream I killed alive again, begging for rest. I heard my father's voice say, boy, stand tall. But I was fighting shadows, pressed against a wall. Tears don't scare a grown man, no, not anymore. 'cause the river only flows by open the door. I saw the roads I ruined, the hearts I bruised, the wars I fought inside, the times I lost and refused. And the truth, oh, the truth came sharp like steel, cut me open just enough so I could finally heal. I ain't ashamed of the scars that live on my skin. They remind me where I faltered and where I began. When I stood in the dark with nowhere to flee, the silence didn't break me down, it uncovered me. When the silence finally broke me, it tore straight through my pride, told me all the things I ran from was waiting right inside. I ain't falling 'cause I'm weak now, I'm falling 'cause I'm free. When the silence finally broke me, I heard the man I'm meant to be. The truth is quiet, sometimes the hurt is deep, but a broken man can still rise from the secrets he couldn't keep. I've been chasing miles with no direction, burning rubber just to run from reflection. Thought distance could drown the ghosts I made, but the past don't fade, it just sits in the shade. I tried new towns, new beds, new names, but a man can't outrun his own mistakes. Wherever I went, whatever I chased, my shadow showed up in the same damn place. Every road out here leads back to the truth. You can hide from the world, but not from you. You can burn every bridge, you can lie, you can roam, but the heart finds a way to drag your soul back home. Yeah, every mile I drove, every dream I threw, every road out here leads back to the truth. Yeah, I met strangers who saw right through my pride, told me honesty hurts, but it heals from inside. One old man said, son, don't you know the longest journey is the one you take alone? A preacher told me grace ain't a prize you win, it's what you find when you face your sin. And a woman I love said, boy, can't you see Running from your truth was how you kept losing me. Every road out here leads back to the truth. You can hide from the world, but not from you. You can burn every bridge, you can lie, you can wrong, but the heart finds a way to drag your soul back home. Yeah, every mile I drove, every dream I threw, every road out here leads back to the truth. Pulled over where the highway bends, wind in my face like the breath of old friends. I felt the weight of the choices I made, how maturity blooms in the soil of mistakes. I looked up at the stars spilling over the sky, realized the truth ain't something you deny. It's a compass you lost, the map you ignore, the whisper you fear, the pain you stored. And I said to myself, boy, you've been fighting the wrong war. The battle was never out there, it's been inside you at the core. And from that night on, I swore I'd stop hiding from me, 'cause the truth ain't changed. It's the road that sets you free. Every road out here leads back to the truth. You can hide from the world, but not from you. You can burn every bridge, you can lie, you can wrong, but the heart finds a way to drag your soul back home. And when the dust clears and the lies fall through, you'll see every road out here leads back to the truth. Yeah. Found an old Bible sitting under my bed, full of words I never spoke, things I should have said. Paper yellow like the years I lost, dreams I sold cheap, never counting the cost. Every page had a war, every line had a plea, written by the fool I was, trying not to be me. Crooked handwriting, same broken truth, makes you realize how heavy it is to outgrow your youth. These are letters I wrote to the man I used to be, trying to tell him the storms were the things that set me free. I ain't running from my shadow, I'm just letting them rest, 'cause the past don't rule a man who's finally confessed. Yeah, these letters, they ain't pretty, but they're mine, you see. song saying, son, stop begging for love. You keep looking on the ground for what comes from above. Another sad boy, stop drowning in regret. Life ain't measured by mistakes, but by what you fix next. Then there's the one I wrote tonight. My mother cried when I swore I'd do better and the whiskey lied. I read it now with a steadier hand, and I thank the Lord for the day I learned to be a man. There's a letter about pride, how it wrecked my peace, how silence grew loud when my joy got deceased. One about forgiveness I never learned to give, and how it took losing much to know how to live. But the hardest one to read was where I begged myself to quit the things I didn't need. I said one day you'll look back and finally see the man you fear becoming is the man you're meant to be. These are letters I wrote to the man I used to be, trying to tell him the storms were the things that set me free. I ain't running from my shadow, I'm just letting him rest, 'cause the past don't rule a man who's finally confessed. Yeah, these letters, they ain't pretty, but they are mine, you see. Letters I wrote to the man I used to be. So I'll keep him in that box, not to cry, not to bleed, but to remember how far I've come from the man I used to be. I spent years digging shallow graves for the moments I was too ashamed to say. Tried to bury the nights I broke my own hand, cursing the mirror, fighting the man. I covered up mistakes under pride and dust, thinking time alone could earn back trust. But memories don't rot just 'cause you walk away. They sit in the dark waiting for the light of day. The memories I try to bury still breathe, like roots that rise up underneath my feet. You can hide the truth, but it won't stay gone. It grows in the silence, keeps living on. Lord knows I tried to forget, tried to leave, but the memories I tried to bury still breathe. My grandfather told me, boy, listen here, what you bury alive comes back every year. Face your past with your eyes wide open, or you'll drown in the lies you've spoken. Never understood him till I felt the cost of running from the lessons in the things I lost. Wisdom ain't pretty, it's carved from pain, like thunder carved into a weathered oak grain. Of memories I tried to bury still breathe, like roots that rise up underneath my feet. You can hide the truth, but it won't stay gone. It grows in a silence, keeps living on. Lord knows I tried to forget, tried to leave, but the memories I tried to bury still breathe. There was a woman I loved before I knew love's way, before I learned patience, before I understood faith. I heard her with words a boy shouldn't say, words that echo in me to this very day. I buried that chapter like a secret sin, thought if I locked it away it would never speak again. But pain has a way of knocking at your door, reminding you of who you were before. Then there's the night my brother cried, and I never asked why, I just swallowed my pride. I buried that guilt in the darkest place, but it breathed through dreams and haunted my face. Wisdom came slow, like winter thawing in spring, teaching me that a man must own everything. Your past ain't your prison, but you must claim the key and unlock the wounds if you wanna be free. Yeah, the memories I tried to bury still breathe, like roots that rise up underneath my feet. You can hide the truth, but it won't stay gone. It grows in the silence, keeps living on. Now I ain't running, I stand, I believe, but the memories I try to bury I'll teach the man I'm meant to be. Some things die, but some things stay alive just long enough to save you. Strength didn't show up in my life like a gift. It came from nights where I couldn't recognize myself, from days where I held on to things that were already gone, from the kind of silence that makes your heartbeat sound loud. I didn't learn strength from winning anything. I learned it from losing people I shouldn't have lost, from walking out on chances I should have taken, and from waking up the next morning feeling too tired to move, but moving anyway. I learned strength the hard way, from carrying guilt that was heavier than the truth, from admitting things I hid for years, from standing in front of the mirror and finally say, yeah, that's who I've become. Now what? strength didn't come clean. It came with bruises I earned myself. And there were moments where I thought silence was peace, but it was just me avoiding the word. I thought forgiving myself was weakness, until I realized I wasn't going anywhere without it. I learned that pride is a wall man hide behind when we're scared someone might understand us. And I learned that real strength is letting someone see the parts of you that never healed right. Sometimes wisdom shows up looking like regret. Sometimes it sounds like your own voice finally telling the truth. I learned strength the hard way, through conversations I should have had years earlier, through nights where I held my breath because I didn't know what else to do, through realizing that being strong was something I faked until it became something I had to live. Strength isn't loud, it's quiet, it's painful, it's honest. The night I sat on the edge of my bed, remembering every person I disappointed and choosing not to run from the memory. It's the moment I apologized, even when the apology didn't fix a thing. It's the way I had to teach myself that walking alone doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're learning how to stand. Strength is realizing past isn't something you defeat, it's something you accept, something you grow around, something you outgrow, even when it still follows you like a shadow. And the day I finally stopped pretending was the first day I actually felt strong. I learned strength the hard way, and I ain't ashamed of that, because the easy lessons never changed me, only the painful ones did. There comes a day when the world stops blaming you, and the only voice left in the room is your own. That's when the mirror starts telling the truth. You've been dodging for 20-odd years. I remember staring at my reflection one dawn, whiskey still warm in my chest, asking that tired man in the glass, why do you keep pretending you ain't hurting? He didn't answer, not with words, but with the way his eyes sat, like a man who'd carried too much, claimed it was life. not recognize. You can break it, cover, turn away, but sooner or later you stand in front of it again. I used to think survival was strength. Now I know survival is just the beginning, and strength is what comes after you stop lying to yourself. I watch myself fail, fall, beg, say things I swore I'd never say. I watch myself push people away with the same hands that prayed not to be alone. The mirror didn't judge, it just reflected. Sometimes that's worse than any punishment the world can give. You ever see yourself and feel your stomach drop because you finally caught the truth? Mid-sentence, it's like a cold wind cutting through pride. A man can outrun memories, outrun promises, outrun every lesson life tries to teach, but he can't outrun his own eyes, not forever. But from finally understanding that the man I was becoming needed me to say the words I kept swallowing. Enough excuses, enough self-pity, enough pretending the pain was accidental and not something I nurtured. The mirror didn't change when I said it, but I did. Ain't no running from the mirror. A man grows the moment he stops trying. And if the truth cuts deep, good, that means it finally found its mark. You could beat to the cross, and pain has a way of taking its time, sitting you down, peeling back the layers you bragged about. I used to think heartbreak was punishment. Now I know heartbreak's correction. It shows you the pieces of yourself you let rot while pretending they were gold. There's a moment, quiet, almost sacred, when the hurt stops screaming and start explaining. It doesn't apologize. It teaches you why you cling to the wrong things, why you push away the right ones, why you speak bravely but live afraid. It teaches you that truth isn't gentle, but it's the only thing that doesn't waste your time. The hurt that made me honest didn't show up to destroy me. It showed up to strip the lies I thought were keeping me alive. It showed up to break the mask I had convinced myself was skin. I learned more from the nights I cried alone than from the days I pretended to be strong. Strength grows best in the dark, when no one is clapping, when no one is listening, when the only applause is your own heartbeat saying get up again. That's when a man becomes real, not when he wins, but when he refuses to stay falling. Pain is honest, it doesn't sugarcoat, it doesn't bargain, it doesn't flatter you. It tells you exactly who you are by showing you who you've been. And if you pay attention, pain becomes a compass pointing you toward the places you've avoided healing. Carried became the teacher I needed. It cracked me open, and instead of asking why me, I finally asked, what is this trying to make me see? That shift, that small shift, was the beginning of my honesty. Not the kind I tell others, but the kind I tell myself when no one's around and the room is too quiet to lie. The hurt that made me honest also made me wiser. It didn't fix my life, it fixed my side. And sometimes that's the only miracle a person needs. I wasn't shaped by sunshine. The easy days never taught me anything worth remembering. What made me stand tall were the nights the wind bent me so far I thought I'd snap. People talk about suffering like it's a curse, but storms don't come to destroy every tree. Some trees only grow strong because the wind refuses to leave them alone. I look back now and see how every hard season carved something into me. Loss carved patience, failure carved humility, loneliness carved understanding, and heartbreak. Heartbreak carved the kind of strength that doesn't brag, doesn't shout, doesn't need applause, the kind that just quietly endures until the weather changes. These storms didn't break me, they raised my bones. They taught my spine, how to stay standing when the sky forgets to be kind. When you walk through thunder long enough, stop asking life for mercy. You start asking for clarity. You start asking, show me what this pain is pointing at. And suddenly the world doesn't feel like an enemy. It feels like a teacher with a rough voice and good intentions. Some folks run from storms. I used to. But then I learned something simple. A man who avoids storms never discovers his own weight. You only learn who you are when the ground shakes and you're still there when the shaking stops. Now when I feel the sky darken, I don't panic, I breathe. I remember what I've already survived. I remember what the lightning taught me, what the rain washed away, what the thunder reminded me, that strength isn't loud, it's patient. And sometimes patience is just another word for courage. No, storms didn't ruin me. They raised my bones into something solid, something that doesn't collapse. When life gets unpredictable and I carry that truth like a quiet blessing. Started like any other night. Whiskey glass, empty streets outside, and me staring at the ceiling, wondering how I got so heavy. I realized I've been running all my life from failures, from heartbreak, from the man in the mirror. Tonight I didn't want to run anymore. I walked into my pain, not slowly, not carefully, just walk. Let it hit me like a storm. I've been warning myself about it. Was loud, yes, but also quiet in the way storms are. Deep under the skin, reaching places I didn't know existed. I saw the nights I cried alone, the hands I hurt, the chances I ignored, the truth I refused to speak. I faced it all. Facing it, I stopped being afraid of myself. I walked into my pain and came out whole. Not the kind of hole that shows up clean, not the kind that smiles for anyone else. This is the kind you carry quietly, like a bone deep understanding that nothing wasted you. Somewhere in the middle I remember how he never spoke about his hurts. I finally understood why. Because hiding pain doesn't heal it. It just teaches it to live in shadows. I felt my own shadow shifting, stretching long over my chest, making room for honesty, for understanding, for the parts of me I had ignored for years. I wasn't broken by the pain, I was reshaped, and it scared me how much freer I felt. There's a clarity in suffering that pride can't teach. You don't need applause for it. You don't need acknowledgement. It's quiet, it's stubborn, and it sits with you until you start listening. And listening, that's the work. That's how you become someone you can finally look at without flinching. Fades, the glass is empty, the streets are quiet. I am not unheard, I am not perfect,